Hey everyone, just want to update on what's been going on with all my tanks. So I'll just go through each of them and do a quick update on each of them. So this is my 3-gallon bowl. I have a bunch of guppies growing out in here right now. Those will be coming out pretty soon. And I'm going to spread those through my couple of different tanks, males and females, so I'll separate them. This little bowl's doing really good. It's growing out really well. Some of the Ludwigia is growing out of the bowl, and so is the Bacopa. And also the Creeping Jenny has been growing out too. Stretching over to this little thing that I set up. Can't really get a good view of it with the camera, but it's got a little waterfall. And I just have some Creeping Jenny, Anubias, and Java Moss growing in it. I wish it would show up on camera better. There's no fish or shrimp or anything. There's just snails, and that's the way I want to keep it. It's just for looks. So the bowl, I'm going to keep going even after I take out all the guppies. They'll be easy to catch. You can see they're swimming at the top. They think they're going to get fed. I'll be able to catch them out really easy. They're not afraid of my hand or a net or anything. And again, I'm going to separate males from females, but I want to make sure I have males and females, that I can tell the difference. So there's one right in the middle is a male. There's about 4 males that I've counted so far. It's just LED lights, basic lights, nothing fancy. So that's those two. I'll show you my 29-gallon next and what's been going on with that. So this is my 29-gallon. I'm going to be tearing this down and redoing it. So I haven't been trimming so much. I just been changing a little bit of water. I'm going to redo this. I might buy a new tank. I'm not sure yet. But all the plants are growing really well in this tank. The fish are doing really well also. But again, my goal is to tear this down and redo it. It's a dirted tank, so it's going to be a big process taking it down and redoing it, but I've done it before, so I kind of have a plan. As for my aquaponics filter, I sort of changed it out. When I set up the new tank, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I did it. It's different. Before, if you watch my old videos, this filter here had all the plants in it. Now it's just full of sponges. It's just a basic filter. And this has a bunch of, I don't know if you can see all that aquaponics media in there, just the clay balls in there. There's all kinds of plants in here. I just threw them all in here. It's actually a basket that I hang out off the side, so it's in the tank. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. I want to make this tank so that it's more energy efficient, so I'm not running so much filters. So when I redo this tank, I'm not going to have a hang on the back filter. I'll have a heater for the winter time because where I live it gets really cold and I'm gone for work a lot, so I don't have the heater running, so it gets cold. So I'll have the heater in the winter time, but not in the spring or summer or fall. And that's my goal anyway, is just to run a tank with plants and sort of this aquaponics filter that I made. A ton of plants in there, just house plants, mostly house plants. There is some Lewigia repens growing out of it, and I am going to try to use some Bacopa. I do have baby guppies in here. Most of them get eaten, but some survive. A few. There might be some more over here. Yeah, you can see them. Those are just little baby guppies. So right now I'm just kind of using this tank as a grow out for when I set it up, reset it up. But it's doing really well. So I'll take you guys to my 20 gallon and show you what's been going on with that next. So this is my 20 gallon. This tank is also dirted, and it's capped with Eco Complete and some sand. So my plans for this tank is just to keep it running as it is. I'm eventually going to want to try to make an aquaponics filter for this tank too, and eliminate the hang in the back filter. But this is last on the list of my plans for the future. I mean, this tank's doing really, really well. I barely change any water in this tank right now as it is. Sometimes I go a month, sometimes I go 2 weeks without changing water, and when I do, it's about 4 gallons. So some of the plants are Anubias, hornwort. There's a jungle val, the giant kind, and then there's a little bit of the, I'm not sure what this is. It's either corkscrew or another type. It kind of twirls a little bit, but not as much as I've seen. So there's also some crypts in here. And I forget the red plant in the back, and then also some creeping jenny. This creeping jenny that I have in my tanks is from the nursery, and I bought it in a flat and just rinsed off the dirt and planted it in the tank. I kind of like how it looks. It's been doing very well in this tank for about, I think it's been in here for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So that's just an update, what's been going on with me and my tanks. I don't make videos as much as I want to, but in this video is kind of long, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and leave some comments, and I'll try to get back to you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next video.